lot of people alive today, Sarge.
Ha ha! The grub killer returns, baby!
Grub
Killer, swarm killer, whatever. Yeah, rescued by my old trainees.
Uncle Clay.
Uncle Clay?
Uncle Clay.
Yeah,
Oh,
and I
what
gotta
the
get up
fuck?
again.
Old man.
What?
Was getting worried. He didn't report back.
Her name's
Radio
Carmine?
died. And these guys pulled me out of a jam.
Guess I owe you twice, Phoenix.
What is up everyone, Barricade here and bringing you guys a quick Gears 5 discussion video. This is something I've been thinking about for a while but never made a video on until after playing Gears 5 campaign. It made me realize that this was something worth talking about now. And that is simply, where is D Carmine and will we ever see him? Because if you guys noticed in the Gears 5 campaign, before I go any further, I just want to say this video will have spoilers of the campaign. So if you guys haven't beaten it yet, definitely don't watch this video. So first off, the thing I want to say is I've seen a lot of people comment in my videos in the past saying that there's only 3 Carmine brothers. That's not true. There's in fact 4 Carmine brothers. It's been confirmed since Gears of War 2. And the thing is that hints on it even more is the fact that we were treated to another Carmine in Gears 5, Lizzie Carmine. And in the very first scene that she's introduced, she runs up to Clay and tells him, "Hi, Uncle Clay." So she's in fact the niece of Clay Carmine. So in order to have a niece, you need to have a sibling that has a kid. So so it's heavily implied that she is in fact the daughter of the unnamed Carmine, D Carmine, that everyone is assuming, which makes sense because we got Anthony, Ben, Clay, and then it would make sense that the 4th Carmine was the letter D. But we don't know anything about this character. We don't even know what his name truly is. For all we know, he could be named something else entirely different with a different letter, but we have no info on him as of yet. And I feel like what the Coalition is going to do, I feel like they're going to eventually bring D Carmine into the series, but I feel like it's going to be like one of those things they're going to hold off until the very last game. So if Gears 6 is truly the last Gears of War game, I hope that throughout that campaign, I hope at one point in it, there's going to be a cool part where we see Clay, and then he'll say something like, "Come on, brother, help me out," or something like that. And then right when he says that, we see D Carmine for the very first time, and then he joins in, and him and Clay kick some ass while fighting some swarm. That would be cool. Imagine some type of cool scene where we finally get to see D Carmine and Clay work together and kill some swarm. That'd be so freaking cool. I really hope that they do something like that, even if it's just like a 2-minute scene. Just knowing that this character's finally in the game and they truly say what his name is, that would be like the coolest thing ever. And it would almost feel like a bittersweet thing knowing that they'll show him most likely in Gear 6 and that'll be the final game. So when it happens, it'll truly feel like the end and really saddening overall. But the one thing I wanted to talk about this video is just pretty much anything I could possibly dig up about this character. And that's simply the fact that when it comes to D Carmine, obviously he is Lizzie Carmine's father. And the thing is, all we know about Clay and the Carmine brothers is the fact that Clay is the oldest and Ben is the youngest. So that would mean that in between the two, Anthony and this unnamed D Carmine, one of the two are older. We don't know, in fact, if Anthony was the second oldest or the third oldest. It's hard to say. So I really would like them to finally shed some light on that, because I'm actually the youngest of 5 brothers. And when it comes to me and my brothers, we're all pretty close in age. We're all about a year or so apart from one another. And I feel like they could easily do that with Anthony and this unnamed D Carmine, where maybe Anthony is actually the second oldest, D Carmine is right before Ben, or vice versa. So overall, I just would like to know what the age and order of these characters were born in, because we don't know yet. They never gave us that information. So I really would love to at least kind of have that eventually. And then one thing I actually wanted to talk about too real quick, I brought up a long time ago, back in Gears of War 3 days when I made a video, is that I feel like if you remember in Gears of War 3, they had the recruit Clayton Carmine character. I really wish they just made that character the D Carmine. Like, that would easily have been the cool thing. Like, imagine having all 4 Carmines in Gears 3. That would have been, like, the coolest thing. Even though D Carmine wasn't in the campaign, just having him as a multiplayer character would have been awesome. And they could easily have just used the Recruit Clayton character and just named it D Carmine. And that would have brought that particular character skin's awesome level, like, up by 10 billion, if that was the truth. If that's truly what they did. But eventually I do hope that when it comes to the Gears of War series, that when they eventually hopefully add D Carmine to it, that in that particular game, whether it's Gears 5 or Gears 6, that they let us have all 4 Carmines together. Like we can all play as either Anthony, Ben, Clay, or the D Carmine. And that would be really cool, because imagine having like an achievement where, you know, if you play as all 4 Carmines in a multiplayer match or a horde match or something, you get an achievement, or just something like. There's so many ideas that they could easily do with that type of setup for the character in the game. And I really hope they eventually just bring them out, because Lizzie Carmine being a thing is a gigantic hint towards that character. That character still exists, that he's still alive, and we just don't know anything about him yet. But overall, guys, I just wanted to make this quick discussion video talking about the D Carmine, because it's been driving me nuts lately. I've been thinking about it a lot, and I would just really love to see this character in the next game, because there's so much things they can do with him. They could easily just have him have a really cool scene with Clay, and just him go off because his daughter died and he hates the swarm, so he just goes off and just has this really epic scene with Clay. Seeing 2 Carmine brothers kicking ass would be like so freaking amazing. I know I just keep saying that throughout this video, but how awesome would that be? But anyways, guys, if you guys like this video, please definitely hit that like button and subscribe. And also, if you like the video, hit that notification bell, so anytime I make a video, you guys can be notified. And also, tell me what you guys think. Would you like to see D Carmine finally brought into the series in the final installment of the series with Gears 6? Or do you feel like they should bring him out sooner? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And also, if do you really believe that he is Lizzie Carmine's father? Because that's just the only thing that makes sense. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see my most recent Gears of War video, hit that link on the left. If you want to see any of my other content, hit that link on the right. Thanks for watching, guys.